I live very frugally, making sure that my hard-earned dollars get me closer to where I want to be in life. You see, I live in one of the most expensive ski towns in America. Last year, we bought a property, I quit my corporate job, paid off all my consumer debts, and I started my own business with no backup plan. But it hasn't always been this good. A year ago, life looked very different. I was deep in debt, I was miserable at my job, and I generally felt unfulfilled in life. So what changed? Well, I changed. My thoughts changed, my habits and priorities changed, and especially those around my finances. And basically, I stopped buying shit, and that's when everything changed. Hey guys, welcome back to Breck & Wild. In this video, I'm going to share how living lean has changed my life and how it can change yours too if you do it right. I hope you find these tips helpful, and if so, please leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite money saving hacks are. You see, I used to be terrible with money. I had no budget, no savings, no investment strategy, and definitely no regard for my financial future. Paycheck to paycheck was the norm. I indulged in bad habits. I spent more than I earned. I ignored my debts, and I put zero effort into increasing my financial literacy, let alone my financial position. Because what good is the gold if you can't blow it, right? Well, that attitude and those behaviors got me exactly where you'd imagine. Absolutely nowhere. But we've come a long way from there. And today I run a tight ship with my finances. And living frugally helps me crush my goals and actualize my dreams way faster than I ever thought possible. So here's what I did. First, I got my money right. I put a plan in place to tackle my high interest debt using the avalanche method, where basically I attack my highest interest debt as hard as I can while paying the minimum on the rest. When that's paid, I take the chunk, I roll it into my next highest debt, and so on and so forth down the line, wiping each debt clean and growing each in size and speed as I go. Next, I automated my savings and my investments. I would dollar cost average into a total stock market index fund, and I would automatically transfer money into my savings and emergency accounts before I even saw it. It was set it and forget it, and my money went to work for me. Then I focused on my vision for the future, developing something big to work towards, something that would motivate me and keep me disciplined. As I watched my debt sink and my savings and my investments grow, I was all in on my life-changing money journey. Using a net worth app like Mint or Rocket Money has helped me so much, and it's forced me to stay accountable to the changes I wanted to see. And when I could finally see everything in one place and see the compound interest I was paying every month, I had no choice but to change. And if you aren't already using an app like this to track your finances, I highly suggest it, and I'll link the ones I like down below. Seriously, what a game changer. Getting out of debt was hard, but rewarding. And the process taught me to embrace simplicity as a way of life and be more grateful for what I already have. It also helps that I live in an 800 square foot cabin in the woods, so there's not a lot of space to put things. That helps me live lean, eliminate unnecessary purchases, and instead just focus on the essential items that have a purpose or a presence in my life and in my home. Honestly, I've realized that the things that add the most value to my life aren't actually things at all. Invest in the right thing, something that's going to last longer and provide higher quality. It's a true win-win. For example, I bought a Burton AK Gore-Tex snowboard jacket a couple years ago, and I still cringe thinking about how much it cost. But it has a lifetime warranty, and it is the most badass waterproof hard shell on the market, especially when it comes to harsh weather and long days in the snow, which is basically my life. It has already outlasted at least 5 pairs of cheaper snow pants, so I'd say it's more than paid for itself, and maybe I should actually buy some AK pants. I never buy the cheapest and I never buy the highest end. If there's 3 options, I go with the middle because the middle version provides the best value. However, if there are only 2 options, I always go for the upper one because it almost always pays for itself pretty quick. Sometimes I wonder though, am I being cheap or am I pushing this frugality thing too far? But I quickly remember that if I'm not willing to spend a little bit extra on something nice and truly invest in it for the long run, that I probably don't really want or need it that bad to begin with, and it's best to just not buy it. And my living expenses are pretty dang high, considering I live in a town where the median home price is over $1.3 million. So I've had to learn how to balance out my cost of living by minimizing other expenses where I can. Living simply and being frugal by sticking to the essentials helps me live and thrive in this beautiful yet super expensive place without giving more years of my life to corporate America. You see, if I wanted fancy clothes and expensive dinners on the town, I would have to give up my time to accommodate. Something I did for 9 years and something I'm not willing to do anymore. My time spent at home and with my family and in nature is far more important to me and more valuable to me these days than anything else in the world. And maybe someday that'll change, but for now, buying almost nothing except the essentials like food, gas, and bills is the only way that I can keep going towards my dreams, goals, and plans while keeping my time as an investment in myself and my future. Well, I'm not financially free yet. I am free to spend my time, energy, and money here in the mountains that I love so much, creating an impact that matters. For me, living frugally is not deprivation. It's about creating freedom. If I spent my money on useless crap like I used to, I'd be detracting from building what I'm working towards now. And I'll still splurge on a Starbucks every now and then, but generally speaking, saying no to those small temptations let me say yes to the big ones, like building this YouTube channel and making an impact on others through my content. Frugality has become a part of my lifestyle this past year, and this next year I would like to become more frugal with my time and energy as well. And while I'm frugal and I'm picky, I am definitely not stingy. And there are areas of my life that I will splurge on all the time, like my home. It's very important to me that my home is comfortable and beautiful. And sure, I'll shop secondhand and I'll look for deals and I'll try to maximize my rewards. But I know that every penny and every moment that I invest into my home will 10x its return on investment in ways that money can't buy. Having the right gear to support my lifestyle is important and something I will not skimp on. It's about having the right amount of the right stuff. And of course my dog, because he's the light of my life and I will spare no expense to give him the best experience possible. And finally, my business. I'm investing in myself and what I'm building and what I believe in. I'm trusting the process and I know that my time, energy, and money will pay off. So please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to help me grow here on YouTube. Living with less is one of the ways I set myself up for success to get to where I want to be faster and live a more meaningful life. Frugality is not a chore. It's a set of guidelines I've implemented to keep me focused on what I'm doing and where I'm going. Being thoughtful in my spending allows me to utilize my resources better and focus on the people, places, and experience that I value most. So what do you do to live frugally? I would love to know if you use any of these tips or have other ones I didn't mention, so please let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to click on this next video for the habits that changed my life. I'll see you there, and until then, be wild.